So whose hand is on your shoulder? Hey friends, it's Pastor Mike from Fellowship Church. Always love to connect with you midweek. Hope you're having a good week. Hope you're staying dry with all the rain we've had lately. But that question for you again, whose hand is on your shoulder? So I love to see a good movie every now and then. Don't go to theaters very often. They're kind of expensive. But over the weekend, my daughters and I saw the movie Avatar: The Way of Water, the second Avatar movie. I sure like the first one. Avatar has become quite a movie enterprise all by itself. That first Avatar movie had over $3 billion in sales. This one's pushing $2 billion, so I guess somebody's making a few bucks. Great movie for special effects. This movie was a little bit soft on the storyline, but hey, I wasn't exactly looking for a mystery thriller when I looked to go to Avatar. But it had a really kind of cool few scenes in there. I would recommend you go see it if you like those kind of movies. But here's a quick thought for you. I really like something that I saw in the first Avatar movie. If you remember the movie, if you've seen it before, you know there's a scene where Jake, kind of the main character, he is adopted into this tribe of these Avatar people. And as he's adopted into their tribe, they have him stand kind of in the center, and a group of people encircle him and all lay their hand upon his shoulder. And then there's a group of people who encircle them and lay hands on their shoulders. And even more people encircle that crowd and put their hands on their shoulders. So as the camera pans back out, you see all of these people, several hundred, with Jake in the center, and all of these people have their hands on someone's shoulder. It was their way of welcoming him into the family. I think it's a beautiful scene, I think, of what the church functions like when we welcome people into our church family. I think it's also a great analogy of baptism. We just celebrated baptism this past Sunday. Baptism is like saying we're welcoming you into our family. You're part of our church family now, and we've all laying our hands upon you. But here's a question I had just kind of following up on that movie, friends. Whose hand is on your shoulder? And whose hand are you putting, and whose shoulder are you putting your hand upon? Because here's something else I've learned about the Christian faith. The Christian faith works best when we all have people in our lives who are investing into us. I mean, the Christian faith, there's growth that comes from attending church services or maybe even reading your Bible on your own. But because of the way the faith is passed on, it works really well when we have people in our lives who are investing in us, and they're guiding us, and they're offering words of encouragement. And every now and then they're offering a word of truth to us, like a kick in the pants of some kind. But we all need people like that in our lives who have their hand upon our shoulder and maybe just steadying us a bit through a valley that we're going through in life, but we know somebody's got our back and they're with us spiritually speaking. So that question for you again, whose hand is on your shoulder? Who's keeping you in the family? Who's steadying you a bit when your legs are shaking? And then of course the other side of that, whose shoulder are you putting your hand upon? Who are you investing in these days? Who are you watching over? Who's getting a word of truth or a word of encouragement or maybe a little bit of grace from you? Who are you investing and pouring your life into? Because the church works best when somebody's got their hand upon your shoulder and you've got your hand upon somebody else's shoulder, and we're all continually reminding each other of what it means to be part of the family. May somebody have their hand upon your shoulder these days, and may you have your hand upon someone else as well. Friends, I hope that's a good analogy for you. It sure makes sense to me. The more I think about it, the more I love it. Hope you're doing well these days. Hope you know that we love you. We're praying for you. Our hand is upon your shoulder, and hoping your hand is upon somebody else's. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.